You're watching KSL, Utah's source for news.
It's the scariest thing to witness someone you love be struck by lightning and maybe not make it at the end.
But he did make it, and tonight he reflects on those terrifying moments. Good evening. Thanks for staying up with us.
A Cedar City family set out for a week-long camping trip, but the relaxing getaway almost turned deadly.
A storm rolled in, the rain fell, and the lightning struck. News specialist Devin Dolan heard one man's story many never lived to tell.
Deanie, you're camping and it starts raining. So what's the first thing you do? Well, you take cover, of course, but for one man, that was his mistake.
It started hailing, so the first thing I decided to do was to open up the awning.
All of a sudden, a big bang and flash.
The lightning strikes.
Turned around, saw somebody going down, didn't know who it was.
I grabbed my elbow, and kind of from there, that's kind of where I have no memory.
Turned it over, and it happened to be Greg.
Greg was hit by 1 billion volts of electricity. He says he feels he cheated death.
When I look back at it, I think that, yeah, God put me, kept me alive for another purpose.
But for mere seconds, his family wasn't so sure. Greg's heart stopped. He wasn't breathing.
It looked like his life was just done.
His eyes rolled up into his head.
Started to do chest compressions on him.
5, 6, 7 compressions.
I could see my dad over me, but I couldn't see or feel him giving me the compressions.
Family tried to call for help.
I had the phone in my hand, and even though it was dead, I was still screaming at it to work because I was too afraid.
But finally,
He started moving.
Greg gained consciousness.
I wanted to continue to hunt.
Family and friends convinced him otherwise.
You've got to go to the emergency room.
Greg had lost feeling in his legs. His face was burned.
My eyes were on fire.
He spent one night in the hospital. A few days later, and he's back at work, but he hasn't gained full use of his legs.
They feel like I went up and down a mountaintop, back and forward, in 6-8 miles, and they feel like spaghetti.
A small hardship to endure compared to what Greg's sons thought they were going to lose.
Everything I know, is what he's done for me. And it would have been just hard to lose him.
And Greg says he's not afraid to go back into the mountains. In fact, he's hoping to go hunting with his sons this weekend. Back to you.
Quite a story, Devin. Thank you.